White rice has long been dismissed in many Western nutrition circles as an empty carb, a refined grain stripped of its nutrients, blamed for blood sugar spikes, weight gain, and metabolic dysfunction. Compared to brown rice and other whole grains, it's often portrayed as a nutritionally inferior option, suitable only in small amounts or as an occasional indulgence. But this view overlooks the bigger picture. Around the world, white rice remains a dietary staple for billions of people, many of whom enjoy long, healthy lives with low rates of chronic disease. From the traditional Japanese diet to other Asian, Latin American, and Mediterranean food cultures, white rice plays a central role in meals that are deeply nourishing, balanced, and sustainable over the long term. When consumed mindfully and in context, white rice is not only acceptable, it can be a healthy, functional, and even therapeutic part of the human diet. At its most basic, white rice is a highly digestible, low-residue carbohydrate that provides readily available energy with minimal strain on the digestive system. This is one reason it is frequently recommended in clinical settings after gastrointestinal illness, during recovery from surgery, or as part of elimination diets. Its blandness and easy digestibility make it a soothing, low-irritant food for people with sensitivities or inflammatory gut conditions. Unlike many processed carbohydrates, white rice contains no gluten, no additives, and no anti-nutrients like phytates, making it gentle on the digestive tract and easy to combine with a wide range of foods. While it's true that the refining process removes the bran and germ, reducing fiber and certain micronutrients, this isn't the whole story. Many countries fortify white rice with key nutrients such as iron, folic acid, and B vitamins, helping to prevent nutrient deficiencies in large populations. More importantly, rice is rarely eaten alone. It's typically part of a larger, balanced meal that includes vegetables, protein, and fats, all of which slow down the digestion and absorption of carbohydrates, reducing the glycemic impact and improving satiety. The metabolic effect of white rice depends as much on what it's paired with as on the rice itself. In fact, traditional diets that include white rice, like the Japanese or Okinawan diets, consistently rank among the healthiest in the world. These populations have historically exhibited low rates of obesity, diabetes, and cardiovascular disease despite eating white rice daily, sometimes several times a day. The success of these diets lies in their overall structure: moderate rice portions, abundant vegetables, seafood, fermented foods, and minimal added sugars or ultra-processed ingredients. Rice acts as a neutral, grounding base that complements nutrient-dense, flavorful ingredients, contributing to dietary consistency and enjoyment without driving disease. Another surprising benefit of white rice arises when it's cooked and then cooled. Like potatoes, cooled white rice undergoes retrogradation, a process that increases its resistant starch content. Resistant starch acts similarly to dietary fiber, resisting digestion in the small intestine and feeding beneficial gut bacteria in the colon. This process produces short-chain fatty acids like butyrate, which have been linked to improved gut health, better insulin sensitivity, and reduced inflammation. In other words, something as simple as leftover rice or a cold rice salad can be more than just convenient. It can actively support metabolic health when consumed regularly. White rice also has cultural, economic, and psychological significance that adds to its value. It is affordable, shelf-stable, and widely accessible, making it a reliable source of energy for families across income levels. It's easy to prepare, endlessly versatile, and pairs well with both traditional and modern dishes from nearly every cuisine. From a psychological perspective, the comfort and satisfaction it provides can improve dietary adherence, helping people maintain healthier eating patterns over time without feeling deprived. The pleasure and familiarity of rice can prevent disordered eating patterns and reduce reliance on heavily processed diet products or unsatisfying low-carb substitutes. To be clear, white rice is not a superfood, and it's not nutritionally equivalent to vegetables or legumes. But that doesn't mean it's harmful or should be eliminated. Like many whole or minimally processed staple foods, its health impact depends on the context in which it's eaten, portion size, preparation, pairing, and the overall quality of the diet. For active individuals, athletes, and those with high energy demands, white rice provides a clean-burning, well-tolerated fuel that supports physical performance and recovery. For people with certain digestive conditions or during periods of illness, it can be a nutritional anchor when other foods aren't well tolerated. In the end, white rice deserves a more balanced evaluation. It may not be as fiber-rich as whole grains, but it is a culturally embedded, digestible, and metabolically neutral food when enjoyed as part of a well-rounded diet. The global record of its use across generations of healthy populations tells us something important. Context, culture, and dietary diversity matter far more than the isolated nutrient content of a single ingredient. When embraced with intention and balance, white rice can absolutely belong in a modern, health-conscious lifestyle. No guilt necessary.